Sugar-free Snowball Russian cookies, perfect for Christmas time. Super easy to make, just like 5 ingredients, and they're really good. Today we are making low-carb Snowball cookies. They're perfect around Christmas time, but they're really good any time of the year, really. So these are sugar-free. They're sweetened with powdered monk fruit, and I use almond flour for this. So we're gonna start off with 2 cups of almond flour, and then 3/4 cups of powdered sweetener. By the way, I got a burn on my hand, so just ignore that. Then we're gonna whisk this. So just whisk the powdered ingredients together. This recipe is super easy, only really 5 ingredients. So break down any big clumps that you see. So once you have this all mixed, you're just gonna add your wet ingredients. Let's add the wet ingredients. So we're using 2 egg whites only from 2 large eggs. We're using a 1 tablespoon of melted butter and half a teaspoon of vanilla extract, of course. Now you're just gonna mix this all together, fold it in. It's gonna look dry at first, but don't worry. Now at this point, you can also add walnut pieces, pecan pieces, or if you want to make it more festive, if you can find those sugar-free Starlight mints from Russell Stover's. They look like candy canes, but they're shaped in circles. Crush those up and add them in here. That would be nice too if you want a peppermint cookie. If you want a peppermint snowball cookie, you want to do that. So now at this point, you want to get in there with your hands just to make sure it's really well mixed. You don't want to over mix it, but sometimes it's easier to just get in there with your hands so that you know everything's mixed. All those dry ingredients in there are no longer. So that's it. So next you're going to, make sure you preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. You can either be risky and just take clumps, roll them and put them on the parchment lined baking sheet, or you can use an ice cream scoop or a melon baller, like a small one, to make sure everything is consistently the same size. I'm gonna try and use the ice cream scoop first. Just a small one like this. Drop it in your hand, roll it. So you're gonna bake them in the oven at 350 for about 12 to 15 minutes. Just until they're a little golden brown around the edges, especially watch the bottoms. And then you know they're done. So bake them in the oven at 350 for 12 to 15 minutes, and then we're going to powder them once they're done. Okay, so you have your snowball cookies all baked. I've let them cool for about 5 minutes, so they're still a bit warm, which is fine. It'll help with the powdered sweetener sticking to them better. So I'm using a powdered sweetener. This is a monk fruit. So if you don't have powdered and you only have granular sweetener, just throw it in a blender, blitz it up, and turn it into powdered sweetener. If you have a magic bullet, that works fine, or a regular blender. So just drop it in to a bowl with sweetener and just make sure it's coated to your liking. Some people like a lot of extra coating, sweetener on it, some a little bit, so you can do either. Just be careful when you lift it and place it on a cooling rack or just a rack. You're no longer cooling it. And that'll be it. That'll be the Snowball cookies. Super easy to make, not many ingredients, and people love it around Christmas time. And a lot of people won't even know that it's sugar-free.